Okay, my apologies as usual. I'm terrible at making videos, but I'm very excited about this. I wanted to see if Bing, being powered by GPT-4, could help me produce some simple programs to use with music production. So I can't code. The key point here is that I have no idea how to write code. But of course, with the generative pre-trained transformers, we can interact with them with natural language. And so I basically asked Bing, hopefully you can see on the display capture, to write a program in Python that effectively makes a drum machine. I had a couple of goes at it already, and I've spent the last couple of hours, going back and forth with Bing, optimizing it. Made a simple synth sort of line producer as well, just something that puts out a Midi file. So yeah, this was amazing to watch that it can just code for you, and I'm just writing little prompts back for it. Can you check that? Can you make sure that it puts out a type 1 Midi file so I can import it directly into Studio One, things like that. So very much chatting, and it's just coding for me while we're chatting. It worked. If I go back to my desktop, hopefully you should be able to see, sorry. I go to the desktop. Good work, me. Then it produced these Python files, one of which is DJ Midi here, where if I type text, then it will actually generate a MIDI file. You see it pop up down here. And similarly, this DJ drum, it actually made this little GUI here, which I just think is fascinating. Generates a simple pattern and then saves it. This took a couple of hours to work out how to prompt it correctly, but I mean, in comparison to me coding it, I just cut and paste those into Visual Studio and just save them as Python files, and you see that they do run and they do work. And now if we go over to Studio One here and look at desktop here, we've got these options. These are two other MIDI files that I produced before, so these are completely new. Let's drag these in, see what happens. This can go into our Surge XT synth here, and this can be our drum pattern. And here we go. Rock and roll. So I just think that's amazing that we're now in this era where AIs can do things for us as good tools, giving us skills that we would otherwise not have, like any other sort of tool. I can't undo a screw with my fingers. Similarly, I can't code in Python, but with enough sort of prompting, it can do the hard work for me in a way, and we can focus on being creative. So I hope that inspires a couple of people to try things out like this, just in the free Bing chat bar. I'm going to see if I can make some real music out of these MIDI files.